Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Today we are going to have a look at the legendary effect Life Saving because it was changed with the most recent update. The way Life Saving worked prior to the update is every piece of armor with Life Saving on it would give you a 50% chance to revive yourself with a stim pack, and then it would have a cooldown of 60 seconds. And each piece would give you a separate 50% chance. They wouldn't stack together. The way it works now is you automatically revive yourself with a stim pack, and it has a cooldown of 5 minutes if you have one piece. Each piece that you add reduces the cooldown by 1 minute. So if you have a full set of life saving, you have a cooldown of 1 minute, and it's a guaranteed revive when you're not in the cooldown state. So I usually run overeaters on my armor, but I'm thinking I might want to swap out one of the overeaters pieces for a life saving piece. But before I do that, I want to test it and just see how it works. So I actually crafted a full set. It's just 1 star. That's all I really care about is the life saving part. But I'm just going to wear one piece because I want to die quicker. I want that life saving to trigger sooner. And the build doesn't really matter, but I have removed all of the perks that would, like Born Survivor, Ricochet, anything that would help me survive, I have gotten rid of. So I do have super stim packs. They should work. I mean, it says revive yourself with a stim pack. I'm assuming that applies to super stim packs and diluted. What I don't know is if that works with stim pack diffuser, because I want to test that as well. But I'm going to first just test this, make sure super stim pack works. I also want to know if you get any kind of indicator, if it tells you when you're on cooldown, because having a cooldown without actually knowing when it ends, not super useful. It would be kind of nice to know going in. And what's my resistance? It's not that high. Let's see, resistance. It's like 100. All right, so we should go down pretty quickly. And we'll just let the super mutants. It's amazing though how often they can shoot at you this close and still miss. And I did remove blocker as well, so the dog should be doing actually pretty good damage. If it would attack me instead of just, there we go. So what should happen is when my health gets down to the 0 part, a stim pack should just trigger. Yep, there you go. So there's the stim pack, and you see down at the bottom of the right-hand corner, there is a plus sign. So I found the effect. It is actually listed under the effects tab of the Pip-Boy. It's below the fed, the food meter, and above your mutations, but we have Lifesaver, and it says the effect is on cooldown 3 minutes. I bet if I equip another piece, it'll actually, 2 minutes. Another piece, 1 minute, another piece. So we're just on 1 minute. You can't go below 1 minute. But yeah, I want to get that cooldown all the way so that I can try something else. Looks like it's gone away, so it's not there anymore. Yeah, okay, so it's gone, so I can try another thing. I want to try Stim Pack Diffuser this time. Okay, so I'm down to 1 piece again, and the only healing item I'm carrying is Stim Pack Diffusers. I'm going to guess this doesn't work. What I think is probably going on is it probably triggers based on the setting in your, in the settings menu when you choose heal priority. Because Stim Pack Diffusers are not one of those things. You can't auto-trigger those. So I'm going to guess when I go down. Let's go into the middle of town. I think that's going to go quicker, but I think that what'll happen is I'll just die. I don't think the Stim Pack Diffuser is going to work. It'd be kind of cool if it did. But that doesn't seem to work. Like with a quick heal button on a controller anyway, Stim Pack Diffusers do not trigger there, even if it's all you're carrying. So let's see what happens. I think what happens is I'm going to just go down until I'm dead. And they're just missing every single shot now, so that's super impressive on that. Okay, come on. Come on, speed this thing up. And yep, and I'm dead. So Stim Pack, so it has to be a Stim Pack of some variety. Stim Pack Diffuser apparently is not a variety of Stim Pack. So my assumption is that this uses this setting, the quick heal priority, and that will determine what it uses. And this can only use Stim Packs, diluted Stim Packs, and super Stim Packs. So I have mine set to strongest first. Yeah, you can use weakest first, strongest first. There's no selection for medium. So it's just weakest or strongest, and I have mine set to strongest. So I've got 58 super stim packs and 10 regular stim packs. So if my assumption is correct, once I get downed again, I'll be down to 57 supers and I'll still be at 10 regular stim packs. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for more. There we go. That one, he was probably looking for me. I'm right here. So let's see if they can, yeah, the Hound is actually probably the, jeez, come on. Like the Hound is going to do the most damage and it just doesn't want any part of whatever. Probably because doing this is crazy and doesn't want any part of a crazy person. Yeah, if the Hound would attack me over and over again, that would really do the trick because these guys with the guns, not so great. Not so great with the guns. But we're almost there, so we should be seeing, well, Okay, so I used something. I used a healing item. I'm gonna die again. Yep. Oh, it used a regular stim pack. Interesting. So it looks like it prioritizes regular stim packs over super stim packs, even though I have it set the quick heal the other way. Interesting. So in the very first test, I had only super stim packs on my inventory and it used those just fine. But when I had stim packs in addition to that, it used that instead. So it looks like it completely ignores that setting for quick heal. It'll look for a regular stim pack first, and if they aren't there, I guess it'll use whatever stim pack you have available that's not a regular stim pack. Now, I'm assuming that if I jump off I'm at the monorail elevator right here. You can tell by the view I have of Watoga. I'm assuming if I jump off the monorail elevator, it'll revive. I mean, I'm assuming this will save me at the bottom. I don't know that. We're going to find out shortly. Let's just equip one piece. That's all I need. It probably doesn't matter. I mean, even a full set, this is going to do enough damage. It would normally kill me. We're just going to jump off. All I have are the super stim packs. I took away the regular ones. Apologize to those that have issues with height. And there we go. Look at that. Okay, so this will save you. Obviously, I have the 5-minute cooldown, right? Somewhere. Looks like, yep, lifesaver, 4 minutes. Effect is on cooldown. But yeah, that'll save you in a pinch if you ever decide to jump off something high or whatever. It'll protect you from fall damage, assuming you're not, falling over and over. All right, so here we are in the raid. I want to test against the stalkers. I think what's probably going to happen is it's going to kill me because the stalkers do this weird double punch. So even if it saves you, you still die. I think that's what happens. It's really hard to know what's going on here. But what my plan is, I'm going to try with I have a full set going now, I think. Let's make sure I have I have a full set going. And we'll see what that does. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, what I'm going to do is test the scout banner because I think you can combine two things because the scout banner also has that effect of the auto revive as well if you get the right one. So first let's try against the stalker with just the life saving. Make sure I'm pretty sure I don't have anything. Well, if I did, it would have saved me before. Yeah, I don't have any scout banners going. Good. Yeah, the problem with those, if I triggered one by mistake, I'd have to wait an hour. So let's just push this. Let's just run in, find a stalker, and see what happens. I'm guessing it's going to be a punch, and then I'm dead. And there's a stalker. Yep, it just punches you, and you're dead. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take off all of the life saving because I want to test just the scout banner by itself. Because if the scout banner by itself revives you, then obviously, having life saving equipped at the same time would just kind of pollute the test. So we'll just open one of these. Oh, looks like okay, one of the ones I opened gave me that. So auto revive if incapacitated once every 5 minutes. So this should have the same effect as life saving. So, and I've taken off the life saving armor. Let's just double check. I set it. Yep, there we go. Nothing. Yeah, my damage resistance is 15. So this should give me the same result I just got with the life saving, I'm assuming. I'm assuming it'll be the same result, but if not, then I'm going to be confused. And I don't like when that happens. So let's find the stalker. Here you go. Ready for round 2. Yep, that's what I thought. And it actually does show in the Pip-Boy. It's above the hydrated parts, above your drink meter and below your mutation. So it's not in the same spot as the lifesaver, but it does show you right there the effect is on cooldown. So I will just have to wait. You will not. Okay, so the cooldown is over. So I've re-equipped my armor and I still have the scout banner here, but it's no longer cooldown. So between these two, I think it'll actually work. And I also think another combo you could use would be with the life saving and EMT, which is this perk, automatically revive down teammates once every 3 minutes, granting them increased healing for 1 minute. I don't have a teammate, so that's not something that would actually work. But let's see how this goes. So this should let me survive a hit from the mole miner stalker. Let's do a nice third-person view, and watch as I emerge victorious. There we go. So now, now I'm on fire. Let's go back in here. So now I'm on fire and you can see, wonder why my health is going. That's interesting. So he must have some other effect where he does, what is going, he must have, poison damage. Okay, so drill fist, he has a drill fist. There you go. So he does poison damage, which is something you don't usually see because, because he usually just automatically kills you. Okay, I have one more thing, well, 2 more things I want to try. So I've got a teammate now because I want to see how EMT works with this. And it's being shared. I mean, the shared part doesn't really matter, but this way I know, since I can't see the loadout of the other, of the other character, this way I know it's being shared. So EMT is going. Something I didn't mention was that the scout banners are no longer active. So I reloaded the world to have another character come in to open it up to friends. And since this is a custom server, whenever you do that, any kind of consumable that you took on the server actually goes away. So if I had taken food buffs or anything, reloading the server causes all those to go away, and scout banners are part of that. So just in case you're wondering, there was no scout banner affecting this part of the test. So I have re-equipped my armor. We've got life-saving working for us. So in theory, this should work. Basically, it should work like the, there we go. It should work just like the combination did with the scout banners. So let's see, I should be able to survive one hit and then I'll get a lot of poison. So I have to be out for that. So one hit and it didn't work. So that was a rather strange result. And I wonder if there's a proximity issue, you know, because I had the character up there and I had to run all the way into the back. And I wonder if that was just too far away for the EMT to actually work. So we're going to try this again. I've got my life-saving armor. I'm not on cooldown. We got EMT going. Move the character to a spot that hopefully is close enough that we can actually make this work. I mean, there we go. I mean, that should be plenty close. Okay, so that did it. I'm able to stay alive. I've got poison coming at me. But okay, so that actually seemed to work, which is what I was expecting to happen. So that's kind of interesting, but the effect, I just want to double check. I just want to make sure that we've got a consistent result, because I think it was proximity was the reason why it didn't work the first time. So we're just going to test this one more time. It's the same thing. I have life-saving armor. EMT is going. There's no cooldown in effect, and this shouldn't kill me. Yeah, that didn't kill me. Okay, so the poison might, but now we're just going to get away. So at this point, I feel like I've tested everything that I could think of as far as life-saving goes, and I have a pretty good idea of what to expect from it, how it works, and more than likely I'm going to replace one of my Overeater's pieces with a life-saving piece. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit one of the buttons, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.